Hello, everyone. My name is Birdie, and I am your friendly neighborhood forest witch. And in today's live, I am going to be doing a pumpkin sigil carving as well as a very simple Samhain spell. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer here until some more people come on. In the meantime, grab yourself a beverage and a snack. I'm drinking out of this adorable little Halloween mug. This little puppy looks just like my Sylvia. She is so cute. Absolutely love her. I'm drinking some hot chocolate. But as far as the carving goes, you're going to want to get yourself a pumpkin. So whether that be at a pumpkin patch or your local grocery store, just make sure that the pumpkin resonates with you. I picked out this one at my local Walmart. I really wanted to go to a pumpkin patch. However, it is $15 to get in per person, and that's not counting the price of the pumpkins that you get. So that's a little steep here in Fort Wayne. So we didn't do that, but I did get myself a pumpkin here. So this is what I'm going to be carving on. So as far as the sigil goes, with our spell that we're going to do, you're going to want to choose a word that resonates with what you wish to gain or get rid of this Samhain. So for me, I've been dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, and just my mental health issues have been giving me a hard time right now. So the word that I have chosen for this is going to be peace. So I'm going to draw a sigil that represents peace. And if you've never drawn a sigil before, there's several ways that you can actually do that. But the best way that I like doing it is just writing out the word first. But before we do that, I want to cleanse the space. So let me move my drink here. And in order to cleanse the space, I am using Clearing Waters Aura Spray from the Witch's Moons box. So let me just go ahead and spray some of this to clear the space. And then we can get started with our sigil. I'm going to move the pumpkin here. So I'm going to write out the word peace. And whatever your word is, you can go ahead and write that down if you'd like. Now, the way that I do sigils is I will mark off any vowels. So E, A, and E. And then also if there is a double consonant, I will mark that off as well. So for peace, we are just working with the letter P and the letter C. And then based on these is kind of what shapes I use for drawing my sigils. So let's see. When I think of inner peace, I think of, I guess, coming in towards myself. So let's see. Let's work with the line coming down from the P. And then the little swoop of the P and the little swoop of the C. So let me just make a curve here and a curve here. And obviously, since we are carving this into a pumpkin, we're going to want to do something more simplistic, but you can get as creative as you want. So here's my swoop for the P. Actually, the swoop for the P is here. The swoop for the C is here. But I think I also want to add some dots here. And you can get as artistic as you want. You could draw sun rays, dots, stars. I think I'm going to do 6 dots because the number 6 represents happiness, harmony, stability, and blessings, which is kind of what I'm going for. So I think this is going to be simplistic enough for me to carve into the pumpkin. So I have my 6 dots there, my line, and my 2 swoops. And then we can go ahead and draw the sigil on your pumpkin. And I just use a permanent black marker. Let me see if I can scale this down a little bit for you so you can see. Okay. So I have my line for the P, then my swoop for the P, and I'm not going to connect it because obviously with carving, if you connect it, it's just going to fall out. So we don't want to do that. And then the swoop for the C, and then 3 dots here, and then 3 dots here. And you can make it as big or as small as you'd like, but this is what it currently looks like. But before we start carving into that, I haven't got all the seeds out yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that on camera because I just learned about scrying seeds. So I really want to scry some pumpkin seeds. So let's go ahead and open this up. And if all works out, I want to try to move the camera so you all can see the seeds as well. So you could scry them with me and let me know down in the comments what objects that you see within the seeds. I thought that would be really fun. But let me know in the comments, have you went to a pumpkin patch this year? Or did you just get your pumpkins at Walmart? Or you didn't even bother getting pumpkins this year? The 2 of the kids and my husband are actually going to a haunted attraction tonight here in Fort Wayne. And I think it's one of the scarier ones. So we'll have to see how that goes. But the 2 kids that are going, they really like Halloween attractions. They've gone before to other ones, so they're not scaredy cats like me. Oh my goodness. I cannot handle haunted attractions. I think I said this in one of my lives last year. I think it was, but when was that? That was several years ago. That might have been like 16, 17 years ago. I had went to one and I was so scared that they told me I had the scream of the night and that they wished, like the radio station was there, and they said that they wished they would have had the mic on at that time to catch my scream because, oh my goodness, I just can't handle it. I cannot handle it. And while I was in there, one of the people like got real close to my ear and was like breathing in my ear. I was like, nope, can't do it. I'm not doing it. And in one section, you had to get through that whole area without lights. Like they totally turned off all the lights. You couldn't see anything. There was no colorful lights or flashing lights, nothing. It was pitch black. Couldn't see anything. So you're feeling around on the walls. And of course, things are jumping out at you and you can't see them. So that was the first and last Halloween attraction I ever went to. Never again. Okay, so I got the topper almost off here. There we go. So I'm not really sure how you go about scrying the seeds, but I'm going to tilt the camera down in here so you can see. Hopefully that's coming up on camera there. So just let me know in the comments what objects you see. I'm not very good at this. There we go. I don't know. It kind of looks like a cobweb back there. But that's more of the rind instead of the seeds. Maybe let's try scooping them out and scrying them on the parchment paper here. And I'm definitely saving these seeds too. I like salted pumpkin seeds, but I know you can also make sweet ones as well. If you want to put cinnamon sugar on them, they're pretty good too. But yeah, let me know your Halloween plans. I'd love to know if you'd like to share. I was actually supposed to go to Salem, Massachusetts this year for Halloween. However, that didn't end up working out, unfortunately. So I'm really bummed about that. I was going to make some videos while I was up there for you guys, but hopefully I'll be able to get there next year. Okay, I think it'll take me forever to clean this out, so I'm just going to do a little bit here so we can scry these seeds quick. And I'll scrape them off the cap. I should have got napkins. Didn't think about that. Okay. So let me move the camera back down. I'm going to get pumpkin all over my webcam here. All right. Sorry if I'm making you seasick. There we go. Actually, I should turn you around. Okay. Let me know down in the comments if you see anything. Actually, looking at the screen, because I'm trying to look at the screen to see what you guys see as well. This kind of looks like a woman with hair. Huh. Does anybody see anything else? That's the one image that just pops out at me right away. But yeah, let me know what you saw within the seeds. And there we go. Are we focused? Yeah. And then we can start carving this pumpkin. Let me move this over. Okay. Are you able? Here, I'll move this down. Oh, shoot. Look, I got pumpkin on my keyboard. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have pumpkin everywhere. Okay. Hopefully this works. I think I'm going to do it a little thicker because, well, even trying to do this curve here, that's going to be hard too. You know what? I should have got pumpkin tools. I didn't think about that. We had some at some point. I don't know. They probably got lost in the move. I think it's going to look more boxy than curvy, but oh well. We still have our intention in there. I bought I don't know if it would be called a bushel of apples. It's one of those big bags that you can get at Walmart. I bought one of those big bags, and I definitely want to make some apple cake. I seen where the Witch's Cookery. Does anybody else watch her? Absolutely love her. She had made an apple cake in one of her latest videos. So I'm not sure if she shared it or not. I need to go back to that video and look in the description, see if she's got a recipe down there. If not, I'll just Google one. Or there might be one in one of my grandmother's old recipe books as well. So maybe I'll look in there. Hopefully I'll be able to pop this out with as skinny as this is. And I was thinking for the dots here, instead of using a knife, use a screwdriver, but I forgot to get one of those as well. I am not prepared today, let me tell you. Yeah, and I was supposed to go live yesterday. That didn't end up working out. I've been having a lot of health issues in addition to my mental health. So I've been going through the ringer right now, let me tell you. But I noticed that making my YouTube videos and spreading my, I guess, just my experiences, my magical experiences, sharing it with all of you all, it really helps my mental health. And back in the summer when I had taken a break from YouTube, I noticed it back then how much I missed being on YouTube and how much, it does help me. And so I really appreciate all you watching my videos and supporting my channel. And I don't think I told the community, you guys, yet, but I actually got monetized. So I'm super excited about that. I am now a YouTube partner, and I couldn't have done it without you all. So I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. Yeah. When I was talking to Starlight about her seasonal affective disorder, I could definitely relate to her. I struggle with multiple mental health issues. So, yeah, I know how tough that can be. Gee willikers. I'm going to have a heck of a time trying to get this skinny sections off. Maybe I should have made it thicker. Oh my word. Well, see, it cuts so easily, but the thing don't want to pop out. Jeez. Nothing like butchering your pumpkin here. Wait, I don't think this is cut all the way through. There we go. Has anyone ever done this with their pumpkin before? Cut a sigil into it, or even painted or drew a sigil onto it? Or is this a new idea for you? This is actually, I'm trying to think. There was it last year or the year before? I had just drawn a sigil on with gold paint. I've never actually tried carving it before, and now I know why. It's so hard trying to get it. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm just not using the right tools. That's probably what it is. Oh, you know what? That scooper that they sell along with the pumpkin cutting set, that would have been good to get the seeds out too. I'm afraid I'm gonna punch this little section here out, and I don't want to do that. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere, maybe. I don't know about you, but carving a pumpkin is definitely a workout. Oh, wow. I just got that whole section. Cool. Oh, shoot. It's starting to tear. Don't do that. I'm getting it a little bit here. It's here. You don't carve them? Yeah, we used to carve them every year with the kids when they were smaller, but yeah, definitely too hard for me too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to have to set up the whole kitchen table with multiple pumpkins for the kids, and I mean, they had a great time. But the thing is, my husband and I used to have to end up carving all of them because the kids were too small. And oh my goodness, that was a pain. I almost got it done here, other than the little dots. Yeah, this is definitely why I said you'll want your sigil to be something simple, because you make it too intricate and you're going to be here for days. I'm surprised the dogs haven't started barking yet, especially since a bus just went by. I know my last live, oh my goodness, the dogs were barking. The kids kept interrupting, and And everybody's home right now, and it's fairly quiet. I'm surprised. And Beltane hasn't come up here to say hi yet. That's surprising. She must be taking a nap, because normally if I'm up here at the dining room table or doing anything magical, she has got to be there checking it out. Okay, I think I got it. But the only thing is, oh, it's because there's still seeds in here. So I'm going to have to clean that out, or we're not going to be able to see the candle. In this part, I have the front carved out. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I got a bowl here because I want to save these seeds to cook them. And if you have a recipe for pumpkin seeds, definitely let me know. Like I said, I've done the cinnamon sugar ones before, and I've done just plain salt. But if you know of any other seasoning or herb blends I can put on there, definitely let me know. I'd love to try those out. But yeah, let me just scoop the front of this out so we can actually see the candle. Trying to do it fairly quickly so we can get to the spell here. I think I chose a really what do you call these little stringy bits? I'm not sure, but that's where I chose to put my sigil. And then on the inside, it's all kinds of stringy. So hopefully that won't affect. Actually, it is. It's blocking part of the sigil in there. Maybe if I cut it from the inside. Let me turn it around here. Oh my goodness, I'm getting it all over the floor. Oh, jeez. I'm glad dogs can eat pumpkin, because if they decide to come over here, there's definitely going to be some on the floor. Well, it's not going to be the prettiest pumpkin carving, I can tell you that, but at least it's got my intention into it. Okay. So that looks good. Did this open up? No, this section is still. Okay. So we got that. Now, for these dots, maybe if I go like this, still don't think it's going to work. And also, I feel like if I poke a hole through this, it's going to affect these little parts here too. And I don't want that to happen either. Did it go through? I don't want to. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's my oldest playing video games downstairs. He gets pretty lively. He has a PlayStation 5, and he plays online with his friends from Pennsylvania, because that's where we're from. So they have a hoot and hollering good time. Oh, I forgot I was talking about apple recipes. If you know of any other apple recipes, let me know. I usually make apple crisp every year. And like I said, I'm going to make that apple cake. But I'm trying to think what else I can make. Obviously, like apple pie. Maybe this marker would work. No, it won't. It's too big. Let me go get a straw. I have a metal straw. Maybe that'll work. I'll be right back. Okay, I got some paper towels too, because I done made a mess everywhere. And of course, I couldn't find the metal straw, but I did find a plastic one and also a chopstick. Actually, the plastic one, look at that. Did I just discover a pumpkin hack? That is amazing. Why didn't I get the straw earlier? That is making perfect holes. That, oh my gosh. Yeah, I should have done this from the beginning. Holy cow. That cleaned it out. Not sure if you can see that. I gotta figure out this camera. It's like opposite to the way that I turn. That is awesome. Okay. So I know I haven't fully cleaned out my pumpkin yet, but I want to go ahead and show you the Samhain spell. So after you gut your pumpkin, carve your pumpkin, and for the spell, you'll want some cinnamon. So it does. Make sure it's not the cinnamon sugar. Make sure Starlight has one apple bread. Oh yes, I did see that. Yeah, the apple bread. I definitely want to try that too. And she said it only requires one apple, so that's pretty cool. For the Samhain spell, you'll need some cinnamon. Make sure it's just ground cinnamon, no sugar added. And you'll also need some sort of candle. Now, definitely be mindful of if you're lighting a candle in your pumpkin, you don't want anything to catch on fire. So if you can't be outside to watch your candle, I wouldn't recommend putting a pillar candle in there for this spell, because it's you want your candle to burn out. So for this spell, you're going to sprinkle some cinnamon inside of your pumpkin. And then after you do that, you put your candle in and you light it. And the simple, like this spell is so simple. So after you light it, you make a wish that corresponds with your sigil here. So for me, since my sigil represents inner peace, my wish would be something along the lines of maybe an easier week coming up after Samhain, or something like that. Like for my anxiety to be less, for my stress to decrease, or for me, instead of being depressed, be, happy, the opposite. So that is how simple this spell is. So sprinkle the cinnamon in, put your candle in, light it, and make a wish. And then this is where you want to allow your candle to blow out naturally. So you don't blow it out, just allow it to burn down naturally. And once it does, your wish goes into the atmosphere and it'll come true. So I thought that was a really simple yet really sweet Samhain spell that you could do, especially if you have little witchlings. I think this spell and just the act of putting intention into your carving with your little witchlings, that would be really special. But yeah, that is the sigil carving and super simple Samhain spell. I hope you all enjoyed this. I know I was a little rambly and couldn't get my carving to be as good as I would like it to be, but I think it still turned out okay. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I cannot wait to see this all lit up on Samhain. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking around and chatting with me and hanging out with me. I really liked it. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.